Guys, it's Raegan Kelly here from the Freedom 15 movement. Thanks so much again for joining us today. Now, what I'm going to be sharing with you today is actually a parable which I've recently encountered thanks to a mentor and a fellow network marketing professional. She is a dear lady. She lives in the US. I was fortunate enough to have met her last year at an event in Texas, and really looking forward to seeing her again, just by the way. Patricia, if you're out there, I'm speaking to you. Now, that story, it's a story about an elephant, and I'm going to basically read it as it is. I really don't want to stuff it up because it absolutely encapsulates everything that the Freedom 15 movement stands for. So I'm going to jump right into it and we can have a little bit of a chat afterwards. So, there's a story about a man who, as he was passing some elephants, suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could, at any time, break away from their bonds, but for some reason, they didn't. He saw a trainer nearby and asked why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they were very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and, at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never tried to break free. The man was amazed. These animals could break free at any time from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they didn't. They were stuck right where they were. The elephant was tied by the ropes that were an indication, of course, of its limitations of the past. So let me just ask you guys, like the elephants, how many of us go through life hanging on to a belief that we cannot do something? Maybe we've tried once before and failed, or perhaps worse, we've never even tried. We've just been conditioned to think that perhaps it's too hard or it's somehow beyond us. Many of us have just accepted that we're not capable of doing a particular thing. This is particularly when it comes to success and personal achievement. In fact, for a long time I thought that to strive for success was actually the wrong thing. It was not a noble thing. It was perhaps even a little bit selfish. So we really limit ourselves to a very confined world by treating our beliefs as the truth. Oftentimes we don't even try to escape these metaphorical chains of our abilities. We even live in a fear of embarrassment or perhaps fear of the judgment of others. So we know the elephant can escape, but the elephant also assumes that he knows that the rope will hold him. So really we seldom as human beings stop to question why we're believing what we're believing. What do you truly hold as the truth? And are these truths, or are they just self-limiting beliefs that have been socially and mentally reinforced in you over time? So the elephant here, he plays it safe. What I'm urging you to do, and what the Freedom 15 movement really stands for, is not limiting yourself to the same small world as everybody else. That would be a life that is far less than you're capable of living. So the minute you stop caring about what other people think and you start to identify the flaws in the many beliefs that you have adopted over the course of your life, bearing in mind that they just build on one another, when you start doing what's right for you, this is the moment when you will feel free. So remember, just like the elephant, you are constrained only by the ropes you choose not to detach from. Again, this is Raegan Kelly from the Freedom 15 movement. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.